Did you know scuba divers roll backwards off of boats? Because if they roll forward, they just roll right into the boat. No, we're not having a scuba diving class, but it's kind of along the same lines of why do firefighters wear red suspenders? Well, to hold their pants up, of course. My name is Eric Gartman. I've been in the fire service for 17 years. I've ran calls where someone needed to use a fire extinguisher and didn't, or someone used a fire extinguisher and didn't use it properly. So I'm here today to teach you how to use an extinguisher. Now there's more than just using an extinguisher. There's different things that go into it. You can't just grab an extinguisher and go to work. So we got some objectives. So first we're going to go over some classes of fires. We'll go over some types of fire extinguishers. We'll go over some basic concepts of fire safety. And then finally we'll go over the acronym PASS, which has to do with the operation of a fire extinguisher. So first of all, we've got three classes of fires. Class A, B, and C. Class A deals with ordinary combustibles, wood and paper, plastic, rubber. It's going to contain water and dry powder, and it's going to be symbolized by a green triangle with an A in it, and it also have a symbol of a burning trash can. Next class will be Class B. This is going to be your flammable liquids and gases. This is going to be your gases, diesels, gasolines, paints, paint thinners, lacquers. These extinguishers are going to contain carbon dioxide or dry powder. They're going to be identified with a red square with a B, and they're also going to have a symbol of gas can with flames. The next class is Class C. This fires involving live electrical equipment. They're going to contain carbon dioxide and dry powder. They're going to be identified by a blue circle with a C, and they're also going to have a symbol of an extension cord and plug with flames. So the first type of extinguisher is going to be the pressurized water. This is going to be for Class A fires only. This fire extinguisher is going to have 2.5 gallons of water in it, and it's going to be pressurized with air. Approximately 1 minute of discharge time. These fire extinguishers have pressure gauges where you can visually check to make sure that they are operational, and they have a 30 to 40 foot maximum effective range. These extinguishers extinguish by cooling. The next type is going to be your CO2 extinguisher, carbon dioxide. These extinguishers are rated for Class B and C fires. They're going to have 2.5 to 100 pounds of CO2 and 8 to 30 seconds of discharge time. These extinguishers do not have an external pressure gauge where you can visually check them. They're only verified by weight. They have a 3 to 8 foot maximum range, so you have to get pretty close to the fire to be effective. The next extinguisher is going to be multi-purpose. This extinguisher is going to be rated for A, B, and C type fires. They're going to have 2.5 to 20 pounds of dry chemical, about 8 to 25 seconds of discharge time. These extinguishers do have an external pressure gauge where you can check them and verify that they are charged and operational. They have a 5 to 20 foot effective range. A few fire safety tips. You want to know your evacuation routes. You want to know the locations of the extinguishers in your area and how to use them. You also want to sound the alarm no matter how big the fire is. You want to avoid smoky conditions, and you want to ensure that the area that you're in is evacuated of all personnel. Now some don'ts. You don't want to attempt to fight the fire unless the alarm has been sounded, and you want to make sure the fire is small and contained, and you have a safe egress route. That means you can get out without exposing yourself to the fire. You want to make sure that the extinguishers in your area are rated for the size and type of fire, and if you're ever in doubt, then just evacuate. And do not attempt to fight the fire unless you're trained. So now we'll get into the extinguisher operation with the acronym of PASS, and I'll demonstrate with this extinguisher. First is going to be P, is going to be pull the pin. A is going to be aim at the base of the flames. The first S is going to be squeeze the handle. Squeeze the handle down and discharge the agent. The second S is going to be sweep side to side. Once the fire is out, stop discharging. Watch the area and make sure it doesn't rekindle. If it does, discharge again. Make sure the fire is completely out. So in summary, went over classes of fires. We went over types of fire extinguishers. We went over the operating procedures, the capabilities, and limitations. We went over some basic fire safety concepts, and we went over basic fire extinguisher operation using the acronym PASS. I hope you're never in a position to have to use a fire extinguisher. However, if you are, I hope this information comes in handy. And remember, safety first, safety of yourself, safety of other people, and then materials can be replaced. Thank you.